Have you ever sat alone at night and asked, if God is love, truly love, why is there even a place called hell? It doesn't sit right in the heart, does it? The same God who forms galaxies with a whisper, the one who says, "Come to me," also allows the existence of a place of eternal separation. It feels like a contradiction, like saying, "I love you deeply, but if you walk away, I'll let you burn." And yet, billions have believed it, prayed about it, feared it, struggled with it. So maybe it's time to ask the question not with fear, but with honesty. Let's start with what we know about love. When you love someone, truly love them, you want them to stay, to be safe, to be whole. But you never force them. You might cry, beg, pray, hope, but at the end of the day, love has to allow freedom. Because if it doesn't, it's not love. It's control. Think about someone who walked out of your life. Maybe a parent, a partner, a friend. You would have done anything to make them stay. But what would it mean to chain them to you? That's possession. So maybe if God really loves, he has to let us go, if we choose to, even if that choice leads somewhere dark. But then comes the real problem. Okay, fine. Freedom. Free will. But why is the cost so permanent? Why is the choice between love and damnation? That's not just walking away from a relationship, that's walking into fire. Many people, even those who believe in God, struggle with this part. The idea of hell has been painted in so many terrifying colors. Burning lakes, screaming souls, eternal regret. It sounds more like a medieval nightmare than a divine reality. And people ask, how could a good God create a place like that? Why allow such torment, ever? Even if someone made all the wrong choices, wouldn't love still chase them? Isn't that what love does? Imagine this story. A man has a son, and this son says, "I don't want your rules. I want to live my way." He takes everything he can, walks away, and wastes it all on pleasure, pain, noise, distractions. He ends up homeless, empty, alone. Now, does the father hate him? Of course not. The father waits every day. But the son, he stays gone. Not because he's locked out, but because he refuses to come home. What if hell is that place? Not a torture chamber, but a place the soul wanders when it refuses home? What if God doesn't throw people into hell, but simply honors their decision to stay away? Not because he wants it, but because he loves them enough not to force himself on them. Here's the twist, though. Most people don't reject God because they're evil. They don't say, "I want darkness." They just get hurt. They get tired of the silence. They look around at a broken world and think, if there is a God, he doesn't care. So they drift. And maybe the real tragedy isn't that people choose hell, but that they never knew love was still reaching for them. Even in the mess, even in the silence, even when they felt forgotten. Maybe hell isn't punishment. Maybe it's heartbreak on both sides. But then some ask, what about justice? What about people who do truly evil things? It's a fair question. If love means never holding anyone accountable, is that really love? If someone hurts you deeply, cruelly, and they face no consequence, doesn't that feel wrong? So maybe, just maybe, love and justice are not opposites. Maybe they walk together. Maybe God's justice isn't about revenge. Maybe it's about healing the world. And maybe hell is the place where people who refused healing, who clung to their own pride, chose to stay broken. Even when mercy was offered again and again. In the end, we don't really know what hell looks like. Not fully. Maybe it's fire. Maybe it's loneliness. Maybe it's just the quiet echo of, "I wish I had said yes." But this one thing seems clear. If love is real, it has to give us a choice. And if God is love, then every second we breathe is an invitation. Not a threat, not a trap. An invitation to return, to be found, to come home. So maybe the better question isn't, why is hell even an option? But rather, what keeps us from choosing love when it's always been there?